always another opportunity. This your boy JB, also known as I Am Battle Strong. And guys, I'm very grateful, man. I'm so grateful to be here. I always say another day is always another opportunity simply because we're all fighting battles, guys. Somebody took their life yesterday. Somebody didn't wake up today due to illness, maybe that they have, mental illness, whatever it may be. Today's section is on Just the Other Day, written by my brother Collins. And so I'm very grateful, guys. We've been going over this book and learning more about his journey. And I'll go ahead and read the back of the synopsis here. It says, as long as you're still alive, you'll experience challenges that are far beyond your control. You may end up thinking that giving up is an option, but it shouldn't be your final decision. Challenges produce resistance, which develops inner fortitude. As you go through life's challenges, you become stronger and stronger, hence, leading to an excellent opportunity for growth. Now, with that being said, let's jump into chapter 4. So, this title is called Together We Can Stop Suicide. So, we'll hop right in here. This is brief, guys. This is brief, but at the end, we're going to have a prayer. I'll say a prayer for everyone that is battling mental health. For those that don't know, I am diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Over 10 to 12 years ago, I did battle with suicide attempts, as none of the medications that they gave me for complex post-traumatic stress disorder was working. It was actually making it was making me crazy, honestly, guys. So I don't for my PTSD and stuff, I don't treat myself with pills or anything like that. But we'll get into that story at another time. Right now, we're gonna get into this story. Right? Chapter 4. Together we can stop suicide. So let's learn here. So Colin says in chapter 4, he starts off, in simple terms, suicide is the act of someone killing himself or herself voluntarily. When someone harms themselves with the intention to end their life, but they do not die as a result of their actions, this is known as suicide attempt. On the other hand, passive suicide ideation occurs when you wish you were dead, but you don't have any plans to act on it. While active suicide ideation is when you have thoughts of killing yourself with the intent to act on them. All these four terms should always be taken seriously. Someone who attempts suicide in his or her lifetime is most likely to kill themselves later on in life. If you have lost anyone from suicide, or if you know anyone who you lost from suicide, I encourage you to remain strong. In other words, battle strong. We know what time it is over here. I strongly agree with you, and that it's not easy. And if you need any type of professional counseling, please seek help. There are a lot of resources available to you. You may feel like you're alone, but you are never alone. When a family member commits suicide, one may experience a feeling of shame or guilt, loneliness, anxiety, or even denial. These feelings are normal, but if they become unbearable, please seek professional counseling. Growing up in Kenya, I heard about people killing themselves by the following: hanging by ropes, using drugs, meaning to kill rats, crushing radio batteries and mixing water, or even burning themselves in locked houses. In Kenyan culture, suicide and mental illness are taboo topics. Depression is stigmatized in Kenyan culture. In fact, I don't have any word for depression in my own native language. People who struggle with mental health illnesses, especially psychotic patients, are considered to have committed something evil in the community. Mental health problems in Kenya are sometimes associated with curses or witchcraft, rather than something that can be managed or treated. These types of benefits are not only experienced in Kenya, but also other parts of Africa. I would say that these are just myths and misconceptions. Kenya as a country has made some progress towards suicide prevention. Suicide is illegal in Kenya now. Despite having made some progress, they still have more to do on mental health. When I was 8 years old, I remember coming back home from school. I was at a standard 2, which is equivalent to second grade in America. As soon as I arrived, I saw my neighbor at my mom's house. She was one of my mom's best friends. I was barely old enough to understand anything about suicide. My mom had attempted suicide, and our neighbor is the person who responded to it. Shout out to the first responders out there. No one has ever told us what led her to a suicide attempt. She never talked about it to my siblings or me. Being just a kid, this incident never stayed in my memories, or this incident never stayed in my memories, and I totally forgot about it. June 30th, 2022 is the day I was promoted to the rank of Staff Sergeant in the world's greatest Air Force, just a week after graduating from Airman Leadership School. That's so cool, Collins. Shout out to Collins for that. That's awesome. I'm going to read that again. June 30th, 2022 is a day I was promoted to the rank of Staff Sergeant in the world's greatest Air Force, just a week after graduating from Airman Leadership School. Collins, thank you again for your service to our country. Earlier that day, as soon as I woke up from my sleep, I experienced an episodic memory which allowed me to travel back to that incident when my mom attempted suicide for the first time. This allowed me to try to find a true picture of what led her to attempt suicide. Luckily, I knew the person who would give me a true picture of what happened, the neighbor that responded to it. She was a good Samaritan. A day later, I contacted her to find more details because I didn't have the full true story. Miss Adunga told me that she was notified by one of my family members and that Mama was unconscious. My neighbor lived just a few yards away from the house. On her arrival, she could identify that my mom had consumed a mixture of radio batteries and water. Being an African woman, she knew she had to do first aid in an African way. She came well prepared with uncooked milk. She forced my mom to drink the milk and she couldn't do it by herself. After forcing her to drink, she vomited everything she had taken, and that's how she saved my mom's life. Man, shout out to his neighbor, man. She's definitely a good Samaritan. Shout out to Mr. Dunga. Now that I have told you the gist of what happened, I would like to share with you what may have led to her attempting suicide. You see, there's no way my mom could have attempted suicide without a good reason. Mama suffered from a lot of traumas through her life until she died in 2018. I'm lucky to say that she never attempted suicide again, despite going through a lot of traumatic experiences. Being a single mom of 5 kids, it was hell for her. She suffered from stress, sleepless nights, emotional pain, and most likely depression, which was never treated or diagnosed. Again, mental health topics are taboo in Kenyan culture. She would sometimes talk about her problems with some of her friends or pastors at church, but she avoided sharing with many of her kids because she probably didn't want to burden us. She was a strong woman. I believe she was a battle-strong woman. Strong. Despite being strong, she still attempted suicide. Myself working in mental health in recent years, I have heard that many young men and women commit suicide. This is painful. And are there any possibilities to this coming to an end? This is a rhetorical question, but that probably doesn't have an answer. We might not completely stop suicide from happening, but we can still prevent it. Suicide is a serious health problem that can have harmful effects on individuals, families, as well as communities. So there are so many people who count on us who are completely unaware of it. We have no idea how much we encourage other people just by existing. Let's learn to understand this particular moment will not be what defines us. There's no one in the world that's like you. Your individual and uniqueness are crucial to each and everyone who comes in contact with you. You see, their lives couldn't be better without you. Your presence matters, and there is no doubt that you make a difference. In your darkest moments, understand that it might be difficult, but it doesn't mean that tomorrow will be the same. Let's practice compassion, because each and every one of us is fighting a battle that we have no idea about. Every one of us has a story. Before we commit suicide, let's think about those that we will leave behind. Do we think that they'll remain the same? I'll leave you with this question to think about. Let's ask care and escort. Let's ask care and escort. Meaning, asking someone, are you okay? Is probably enough to save a life. Together, we can stop suicide. Wow. that's such a great chapter, Collins. You know, my heart goes out, of course, to you and your family. You know, experiencing that as a kid, I'm pretty sure, man, that had to be very difficult. Um, and so, for anyone, like he said in the end of this chapter, guys, literally, he said, let's practice compassion because each and every one of us is fighting a battle that we have no idea about, right? Some of us are fighting battles seen, some of us are fighting battles unseen. But at the end of the day, this is life. And life hits us sometimes, right? Sometimes life hits you like a ton of bricks, like a semi truck. But I'm here to let you guys know that the battle has already been won, right? That Jesus Christ is with us. And so, for any of you guys that are battling spiritually, physically, mentally, maybe even financially or socially, or maybe even geographically, I want you to know that Jesus is with you, and if you feel far away from him, he's only one step away. I do also want to take the time to say thank you, Collins, for your service to our country. Congratulations on your success in the military. Shout out to Beth. Let's go. She won her soccer game. Let's go. What have you battled? Laughing, what have you battled? Thanks for saying you wish me good luck. You remember me. Yes, yes, Beth, I do remember you. I don't honestly. I'm trying to remember like faces, but I love those of you guys that connect and engage, guys. I appreciate you guys, and of course, as we continue, you know, growing, guys, and going live, I'm gonna have a lot of hate. I'm gonna have all types of comments, guys. So, for you guys that are I am battle strong and a part of this, just ignore any trolls in the comments. We're gonna pray for them though. You're welcome, Beth. I hope you have a amazing season. I hope you have an amazing season. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, you're welcome, Collins. Thank you so much for your amazing story, brother. I love the fact where it says let's practice compassion because each and every one of us is fighting a battle that we have no idea about. So just understand that, guys, that Christ is king, Jesus is king, and he's always enough. Um, and so another day is always another opportunity. I'm going to pray. Dear Lord, I come to you right now. And first and foremost, I pray for anyone that tuned into this video and seeks to troll this video or try to distract me. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm not even worried about it. But we're going to pray for these people, guys. And we're going to pray that they're able to find you through whatever attention that they want. God, I ask, God, for anybody battling spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, geographically, God, I pray for the homeless, God. I pray for all of us because we're all homeless until we reach heaven. So, God, I pray that for those of us that don't feel enough, that might be battling mental health, that is seen, that is unseen, God, I pray that you remind us that the battle has already been won, and that's why we are battle strong. Because you already won the battle, right? And when you're on the front line for us, God, no weapon formed against us shall prosper, right? No weapon formed against us shall prosper. So God, I pray that you give anyone that's battling spiritually, physically, emotionally, or any type of way, God, or battling with their mental health, or feeling like, you know what, I'm going to end my life today. I'm just going to stop fighting. I'm going to stop battling. I pray that they battle strong. I've been there before. I pray that they battle strong, God. I pray that you speak to them, heal them. Give them clarity. Give them a peace of mind. Give them wisdom. Give them direction. Give them discernment. Allow people in their space to fill them up. Or if people around them aren't filling them up, God, I pray that you remove them. You bring them over here to a safe place where they will be prayed for, where they will be encouraged, where they will see the truth, where they will get transparency. Unapologetically be prayed for. As I stand bold in my faith for my Lord Jesus Christ. I don't stand for this world, so I don't care about the world's opinions. But thank you for those of you guys that care about me. And understand, guys, that our worth does not come from this world. Our worth does not come from money. Our worth does not come from our career. Our worth does not come from nothing on this earth that is materialized. Our worth comes from Jesus Christ. And so when you understand that, and you understand that Jesus has a plan for you, and he has a direct purpose for you in your life, for you to go out here and do so many great things, way bigger than you could even imagine. Don't end your life. I need you to reach out to me. Anybody that feels like that they're at their lowest, I need you to reach out to me, and I promise I will pray for you. I will pray for you, whether it's one-on-one. You can send me your number. I'll call you and pray for you. Okay? I mean it. I love you guys. Another day is always another opportunity. Amen. All right, guys. So next next Thursday, we will go over chapter 6. So thank you for those of you guys that stayed tuned. And I appreciate you, Beth. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. When your next video, I'm gonna watch it, but I might have school. Hey, no worries. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, absolutely. I go live every day. Daily devotionals is Monday through Friday. Mondays we have Mental Health Monday on Monday. So every video is at 5 p.m. I serve life insurance. So today even I was able to serve 2 families. And so right after this, I'm going to hop back on the phones and go to work. But Mondays is Mental Health Monday. Tuesdays is the Accidental Entrepreneur. So we'll be learning entrepreneurship. Wednesdays is the I Am Battle Strong Life group. We're going over the book, Goliath Must Fall. Thursdays, of course, is Just the Other Day. Fridays, of course, is How Money Works. So learning financial literacy. So 17 out of 50 schools don't require financial education in America. So what we're going to do is we're going to tackle that issue together every Friday. And so, yeah, God is good. And then on Sundays, I have my first children's book will be out. Hopefully by next week. Yeah, by next week, my first children's book will be out by then. I just been so busy, guys, and serving families. I've been on a roll, thank God. Another day is always another opportunity. And thank you for you guys who subscribed. And man, thank you guys. It's literally it's a lot of fun. So thank you guys. I'm mad busy. I gotta hop back on these phones, try to serve some families. So another day is always another opportunity to battle strong. I love you guys. And Beth, shout out to Beth. I hope you go out there and you crush that game. Keep your head up, keep working hard, and you got this. Another day is always another opportunity to battle strong. Thanks for y'all's support.